Hi, welcome to the training series for the Dr. Justina system for COVID-19 contact tracing in the state of Colorado. In this video, we will be going over a brief system overview. The key concepts in this video are to understand the connection between LPHA project spaces and the state project space, understand basic system workflows, and locate available resources and navigate to the website and training sites. So we're going to go into a high-level overview of the Dr. Justina system. So this system is a web portal for approved healthcare administrators and users of the COVID-19 response teams to conduct case investigation and contact tracing activities on behalf of their LPHA. This big computer screen that you see here is what your main menu will look like, and it'll have several different modules that we will cover in depth in the other videos. Also, the Dr. Justina has SMS capabilities where you can send daily monitoring texts to both cases and contacts. So this is a high-level overview of the system structure. So while all LPHAs will use the same standardized Dr. Justina COVID-19 contact tracing system, each LPHA will have an individual Dr. Justina environment where all of their data and registered users will be stored. Certain users, including supervisors, will have access to the data and reporting functions for their given LPHA. There are 6 types of users in the Dr. Justina application. We have case investigators, which will investigate positive cases that are imported from CDERS and probable cases. And then we have a case investigator supervisor who is able to bulk assign different case investigators to cases and manages the workflow. Then we have contact tracers or contact tracer supervisors. And these are the folks that are following up with contacts that are either registered to a case or independent of a case. And then here in the middle, it is also possible to be both a case investigator and a contact tracer, or a case investigator and contact tracer supervisor. And these roles refer to the front end of the system of the Dr. Justina app itself. It does not include access to the back end of the system. These are separate, and some LPHA admins or CDPHE admins will have access to this.
Here is a visual overview of the system for interviewing and triaging confirmed, suspect, and probable cases and contacts. Our first stop is here on the left. Cases are imported in from CDERS. These can be confirmed cases or suspect cases. A confirmed case is lab confirmed, while a suspect case should only be added if it has an associated positive at-home antigen COVID test. Some data will be shared from Dr. Justina back to CDERS. This is why we have an arrow flowing back from cases into CDERS here. And all of this happens under the case investigators. In the middle of the visual, we have contacts that are registered within Dr. Justina. Both of these can be added from case investigators and contact tracers, which is why it's in between both of those user types.
Contact tracers will monitor contacts and identify probable cases. When we have a probable case, we instruct them to go get a COVID-19 test, and if it is negative, the probable case will be turned back into a contact. However, if it is a positive case, that case will be registered in CDERS and sent back into our system, and at that point, we will go ahead and reconcile the probable case with the new positive lab confirmed case for that one specific person. And we will go into more detail of all of these workflows in the technical videos that you will watch after this video. So now I'm going to go over a brief security overview because, as you know, we're working with protected health information. So we've had to add a few components that are critical for making sure that patient health information is as safe as possible. And one of these is two-factor authentication, which requires you to have a second form of identification besides your password. And we go over this in more detail in the logging in video, but we suggest having Google Authenticator, or you can get a token sent to your phone or a token called into your phone. Additionally, the system will log out after 30 minutes of inactivity. So if you get called out on an emergency and you forget to log out, your system will automatically log you out after 30 minutes. And all data is stored on highly secure servers. And lastly, just a reminder, never to share patient information over text or email. Sometimes if you run into a bug in the system or an error, you're going to want to take a screenshot, and send that in to Dr. Justina's support. However, please make sure that you are not sharing any of this information over text or email, even with your supervisor or other teammates. Next, I will go over the training that we have in place for system users. So all training videos and quizzes are hosted by the Rocky Mountain Public Health Center for training, and you can register to complete the training at the link below. If you're watching this video, you probably have already done that. We recommend to allow yourself at least 8 hours to complete all this material. So while you're going through the training, you're going to watch a series of short videos like this one. And at the end of each video, we're going to have a little mini quiz to test your comprehension of all the material. At the end of each quiz, we will give you an overview of the correct answers just so you can really learn how to best use the system. All users must complete this training before accessing their LPHA's live production space. So all LPHAs will go live, which just means they're getting data ingestion from CDERS at different points. But however, to be moved or have access to that space, you must complete the training beforehand, unless you have special permission by your supervisor or someone at CDPHE. And we have lots of resources for you and the users and LPHA admins. The Dr. Justina website is the go-to place for all resources related to Dr. Justina COVID-19 contact tracing system. And to access the website, you can go to this link below. This website will include links to the training videos and scenarios, so you won't have to if you want to just review a topic, you won't have to log back in to the training platform and go through the quizzes. You can just easily access these, and it will bring you to the training videos and the scenarios via YouTube. We will also provide a frequently asked questions document for system users. This is an extensive document where you can easily search and find for answers that you might be running into, like logging in issues or anything that you might experience. So these are very commonly asked questions, so please be sure to read over that frequently asked questions document. Also, we will provide a space for user feedback. If you run into a system error or you feel like something needs to be changed in the app, you can submit all of that information under the system user feedback. Additionally, the system will be undergoing some updates. This is an evolving process, so we can make it better for you and the users in the state of Colorado. So we will be constantly updating system release notes, and this is the place to go to find out if the application looks a little different than it did yesterday. You can go here and you can see what changes we've made and if there's any special new features. And lastly, there is a support desk in place to help you out in case you run into any issues. So Dr. Justina has a dedicated support desk to help users who may run into problems while using the COVID-19 contact tracing system. So to contact the support desk, you can email Dr. Justina at state.co.us. Also available on the Dr. Justina website, we'll have a link to the support desk and how to contact them. And additionally, once you're in the Dr. Justina system, you will see a module that looks like this green bluish circle with a question mark in it, labeled Dr. Justina support module. And here you can click on that within the app and you'll be provided with the email and a phone number and other resources to get help using the system. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's been informative, and I'll see you in the next one.